ball sent across. Yeah! Thank you! It is not a dream. Dream, but live it up, boy. Live it up.
Hey, everybody. It's Noise Neighbors Podcast. It's me, Joey McHugh, joined as always by Mark Mulvaney. All right, Mulv.
What's going on, Joe?
Just chilling, bro.
Yeah. Happy weekend, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I've been off for 2 weeks, so I forgot what day it was. So it's one of those.
Just getting into my Celestia.
Okay, I don't know if
Not a sponsor.
I don't know if that's what those are called. You're what?
Celestia.
I hate that. I hate that a lot. I hate that so much. Who told you to say that? Where have you read that?
I just assume that's what the kids were saying.
Well, you know what happens when you assume? You get ash out of you and me.
Finger on the pulse, Daddy. Finger on the pulse.
Get your finger out of there. That's not my pulse.
All right, mate. Straight in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a sort of a Liverpool preview call-in show. Big up, the call-in show is back.
Yeah, we haven't done this in forever, huh?
No. And yeah, this should be quite spicy.
I'm thinking so. Words have been said
I
recently.
mean, you know, there's quite a big gap in terms of form between Liverpool and City at the moment. So maybe it was taking the edge off a bit of the drama and the hype.
Mhm.
But comments in recent days have really got my dander up and really added a spice to.
I think there's a shampoo for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to hearing everybody's opinions on tomorrow, how they're feeling, predictions, how this thing might go. So yeah.
I will.
How does this work?
Yeah, let me explain that. First of all, if you're watching right now, shout out. Thanks to you guys. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell. That way you don't miss these things in the future. If you want to call in, we will post a link in the chat. All you got to do is click that link, and it'll open up a browser for you. Make sure you've got headphones with a mic or headphones and a mic, whatever works for you, just to cut back on feedback and all that kind of stuff. Once you click that link, you'll get added to our queue. Make sure you have a camera on you. You have to have a camera because of past indiscretions. So make sure you have a camera on, and then we will bring you on kind of in order. So yeah, let's get into this thing. We'll post the link in the chat. Just click that if you want to be in line. We're talking Liverpool, I think, probably this whole time. I'm assuming that's what everyone wants to go over. There's been a lot of stuff that's gone down with, Liverpool hopefully using all of their goals for the week the other day in a 7-1 rout over Rangers. And then Kloppo had things to say, I guess.
They can't compete, mate. They can't compete.
No one can really. And then there's a big match coming because I saw the Guardian put out some article about God knows what again. Like it really is like clockwork.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's made me more excited about this match and beating these bums than I was in previous days. And speaking of bums, that bum McInerney has gone live right at the same time as us.
Who?
So, Steve.
Never heard of him.
So let's show him what this is all about.
Yeah. Yeah. You think you can do streams on the internet, dude?
Him and his 60+ subscribers.
60 only.
All right, cool. Well, we have our first guest on the app. Let's invite on. It's our mate from the famous Mraz clan.
That's what they're called.
There he is. It's Alex.
What's up, Alex?
What's up, y'all? How are you guys?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm great. Long time, first time. So it's good to be
Hell
here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see you,
Super
man.
stoked for the weekend. Like you, Mulv. I was looking forward to the game, and the things are popping off on the internets, and now I had to make a special drink for this. Check it out.
What have you got there?
It's called Scouser. It's Scouser Tears. Quite bitter. It's quite
Looks
bitter.
delicious. Yeah.
It's
It's just
delicious.
garbage
Yeah,
bag
so-
juice.
Nice one.
So I just gotta say, I just gotta get this out. Like, I do think I rate Klopp as a manager. I do,
Mhm.
but if he was my manager, I would like to think objectively. The whining is just old and transparent. And
Yeah.
as a motivational technique for your players, I don't know how well that works. As a fan base, I guess he understands that fan base. I can't relate to it. It just makes me not rate him as high, because I do think like he is a smart football mind, but this kind of stuff just undermines it every time, and it's like rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking sick of it. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of him. I'm gonna shut him up. 3 points, baby. 3
Let's
points.
go. Oh,
Oh,
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right about him
Yeah.
speaking to a very large percentage of his fan base, or at least the fan base that we see. You know what I mean? They probably do have some normal fans, but
They do for sure.
but they have a particularly vociferous
ooh.
and large large set of online fans who are just dreadful. And I think he does resonate with them when he says stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
they love to bring other teams down. And what I won't get sucked into is a diminishing contest, right? And I've said this before, like to give credit where it's due, they have won every single trophy on offer to them. I suppose they have. I don't know that they've been in the Europa League since he's been there. I'm not sure, but he's won everything with them. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now he hasn't won as many total trophies as Pep has by quite some distance.
Second place trophies. He's got a lot of those.
But what I will say is, I mean, what more do their fans want? They've won every single thing.
Yeah.
And why?
They want
why?
an excuse for why they're falling. They feel like they're entitled.
But why?
And
Wouldn't you be happy with that?
I just think they want to be able to compete.
They're
you know
entitled. It supposedly means more, whatever that BS is, and they just need an excuse to justify this feeling of entitlement that's not being satisfied.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
And it's old, and it just is. It is what it is. And I was so not surprised to see it happen. He's got to spin it somehow. Apparently, it's our fault. He's dropped points against other teams in the table. I don't know.
Teams who have spent less than him. Yeah. Let's talk about the game, though.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Yeah, how you feeling about it? You're already drinking their tears, so you must be feeling pretty good.
Lots of confidence on that side.
2 p.m. and I'm having a Negroni here. I feel always a little bit nervous about Liverpool. When they're at their level best, they're right there with us. Goal line clearances in this, in these games have kind of summed up how close the two sides are. I don't think they're at their level best. I would be lying if I said Mo Salah getting a hat trick in 6 minutes on Tuesday. They played a Wednesday, right? Wednesday. I was like, of course he's gonna warm up a little bit, but it was Rangers, so so overall I feel good. Look, when we're at our level best this season, is there a better team in the world right now? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, later in the Champions League, right? And obviously we still have to play Arsenal. They're still top of the table, but I just think if we play at our level, what are they really doing? They look terrible at the back, and the midfield is terrible. And obviously Trent's
so
out
bad.
for sure, right? Trent's gone, and Diaz is gone.
He just booted himself. What an idiot!
Joey's gone. Looks like I'm
okay. Now we can.
Cool.
Now we can really talk. Now we can really talk intelligently.
There he is.
Oh, we were just having an intelligent discussion.
Doubtful. I clicked on the wrong one. I clicked on the wrong screen.
That's all right. How long you been drinking?
I haven't since last Sunday. That's probably the problem.
Oh, okay. Well, you got
baseball. I agree with you.
You got baseball playoff stress to deal with, Joey. It gets
I do.
Rough. It's not a good time. Baseball.
On form, mate. on form, if City play the way they've been playing and Liverpool play the way they've been playing, this should be quite an easy task for City, I think, because because they look dodgy at the back. City look really good up front, particularly with Haaland and De Bruyne connecting. Foden is, I think I heard Asan say that he's been liberated, which I think is a great word for what
I think it's
Haaland does
accurate.
to
That was a
not
great pod,
only.
by the way. Shout out to Asan.
Oh, thank you.
It was
Not
a good
only Foden liberated, but the other forwards as well. Haaland just sucks so much attention to himself and then leaves gaps everywhere else. So totally, man.
I'm doubtful that we can keep a clean sheet. I will say that I kind of see a 3-1. Again, if the crowd gets going and the ref, who is it? Oliver? Is it Oliver? I think it's Oliver.
No, it's I think it's Taylor, isn't it?
Anthony Taylor. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's Anthony Taylor. Yeah, that's I don't know if it's any better. So you never know. I know they could just be, Mo likes to do his little dive in. I don't know. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet, but I don't see them keeping us out the back of their net. I think we're going to put up 3 goals.
Brilliant.
So I'm saying 3-1. 3-1 is what I'm calling right now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, their projected back 4 right now is Joe Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, and Robertson. So
Joe Jonas.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
Might as well be Joe. Might as well be the whole Joe Jonas brothers. There.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Gomez, just putting that name in there, that's a goal. That's at least one.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
Not great.
No.
Well, cool. 3-1 it is. I will take that, pal. I will take that very much.
Yep.
Thank you so much for calling in. It's great to chat with you. Appreciate
Always
you.
Good seeing you guys. Appreciate you guys, what you're doing. And
thanks for all the interactions, mate. It's really enjoyable. Thank you so much.
You guys make it enjoyable. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right, ciao, mate. Yeah. There goes Alex. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
He's got us down for a 3-1.
Yes, please.
I will take that.
Also, just check the injuries. Trent is still out. Naby Keita out. Luis Diaz out. Joel Matip out. Curtis Jones, who cares, but he's out. Arthur, maybe the funniest bit of business they did, still out.
Definitely.
And the Ox, which
standard.
Turns out he's still there, but he's out.
All right. I tell you what we'll do.
Tell me.
Because there's loads of chat going on, and I do not want to ignore the chat, but I also want to bring our other guest on who's been waiting. So what we might do is bring him on and interact with the chat with him.
3-headed monster.
How's that? Is that
yeah, we're
cool. Well, let's welcome to the show from the Shady Gang, our friend Crunk Chocolate.
Yeah. Oh shit!
There he is.
What up, son?
What's up, guys? How's it going? Thanks for having me.
How you doing, bro?
I'm feeling good. How are y'all?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, just chilling
right
now. It's not. What time is it? 1:17. I mean, I got a solid, I don't know, 15 hours before any panic or dread begins to actually set in. So I'm doing good, I think.
Enjoy it while you have it.
Yeah, well, you ain't kidding, brother.
All right, I'm gonna blaze through this chat.
Just blaze.
What's up to Dave Waite? Let's go. Absolutely, mate.
Our Van Gogh.
I'm sure he is hyped for tomorrow as well. He will be at the pub with us, I'm sure. Champions from Alex. Thanks for coming on again, mate. Gaz was waiting patiently for the chat, for the live to start. Thank you for waiting, Gaz. Legend.
We welcomed him in with arms wide open.
Welcome you. We do. Let's just hope we can take us higher. You know what I'm saying? Ellie was here and our mouse is clicking. Yep. Panic sets in when that when it says the stream is ready.
Mulv has a lot of windows to close.
Big up Ginger Wig. Thanks for
shout out Ginger Wig, dude.
Your support, mate. Yep. Joey's repping the swag.
Half of my closet's just like Ginger Wig shirt. Also one of these.
Big Ginger Wig stan, yeah. What's up to Adam? LFG, absolutely Absolutely, bro.
Liverpool Financial Group.
Let's see. Steve from Chicago's in the house. Yeah. Kloop. He thought I was referencing Klopp when I said, well, let's bury this bum. What's up to Jason up in
Big
Canada?
Ned. Yep.
What's up, buddy?
Definitely snowing
Let's see. Ellie's asked where my pumpkin spice. No. Celestiasis, bro. Celestiasis.
and here I thought I was the pumpkin spice latte.
Play the
Round,
anthem.
I'm orange.
Nah, only for Champions League. We play the anthem.
I listened to that again last night when I was just laying on the couch just because
Mold needs a hat.
I needed something to laugh at. Just listening to Howard. They are the best. They are the best. The champions. They're the best.
The champions.
I'm missing my hat.
I'll take mine off. I need a haircut, brother.
Oh, no hat gang.
Look at this.
Except for Crunk, he can do it.
I'm almost full on emo boy again.
I need a haircut, or else I would. The hairline's
Hello,
a little rough.
Hello to Kevin. Yes, we're aligning our chakras with our Celestiasis. Richard, what's up? Dickie Bitters up north. Hope you're well, mate. See what else we got. The t-shirt looks like a G-bob.
It's okay.
Big G-bob. Everything that Ginger Wigs gives is a G-bob. So
it's good. I like what he sells. I don't know.
Hello to my missus.
Shout out Jules. Shout out to Mulv's missus.
Yes.
Francis Foles only wants to talk football. Francis. I like Kanji, Diaz, Laporte, Kanks.
I like shortening Cancelo to Kanks.
We will get into this in a bit. We'll probably get into this with Crunk.
Get into it.
Let's see. Yes, Klopp was in the Europa League at one point. He did lose in the final. Remember when he went through that stretch of losing all the finals? Here comes Brianna. Thanks for your message, Brianna. I'd forgive Pep anything, but if we fell out of the top four and then didn't look like getting back in, I'd expect his job to be under scrutiny. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, not too early, but signs are looking bad. Ooh. Yeah, we can talk about that too.
If we were out of the top four and didn't look like we were getting back in a while, I do think his job would be under scrutiny. Like you wouldn't just be like, "Oh no, just roll with it." Like top four is minimum.
Charlie and Oldham have to say what's up to Charlie
because
of Oldham. Yeah, the Latics, innit? Why is
They're
Klopp obsessed with Sissy from Jon Snow?
I don't know if that's actually Jon Snow. I mean, the picture looks like him, but
the prince we were promised.
Instead, you got me.
Big up from Michigan. What's up, Mohammed? Thanks for checking in.
Go Bucks. Little Big Ten.
Hello to Matthew in Delaware.
The small wonder is also never mind.
No.
His college nickname.
something middle school nickname, like the first album. There's all kinds of things you can go with.
All right, Bruce is in the house. Hey, from St. Louis, can Mulv refer to tomorrow's fixture as a soccer game in his best American accent? There you go.
Bruce looks way too serious to be involved in anything. Man's got a suit on.
Well, serious. Yeah.
He looks way too Bruce.
Overdressed.
Stop watching this, brother.
Overdressed.
Bruce just has his Indeed photo on all of his social platforms.
Check out Bruce on LinkedIn.
The Michael Scott. I'm driving around the streets of Scranton.
Yeah,
with Hawkin blaring to hype up the neighborhood pregame. Nice one. Yeah, people loving the Hawkin anthem.
Don't pay too much attention to your GPS. You'll drive into a pond.
Our man Crunk, thanks for joining us, mate. Let's answer some questions from the chat, shall we? So,
indeed,
Brianna had one. What way should Liverpool set up to give them the best chance in the game? So. This is you thinking from a Liverpool perspective. Sit deep or open up? Do they know how to sit deep?
Honestly, yeah. I'd be worried if I were Liverpool, honestly, because the way that I think about it, they sit back, then they need to counter, but do they really have the? Yes, we know up top they're very destructive, but that midfield, it's broken, it's injured, it's weak. So really, if they do like a cutback or something like that to try to take advantage of the space that their forwards would get for the midfield, can they even do anything from it? And then if they even attack us, I see them like maybe using all of their ideas in the first 15 minutes and then just hoping that they could pull something out of their ass the rest of the match. So I honestly have no idea what they can do.
Yeah, there's there's such an interesting team at the moment because they're leaving so much room in the back. Joey, do you think Gomez is an upgrade on Trent at right back defensively?
No.
Yeah.
Joe Gomez isn't an upgrade on anything defensively.
I'm hearing that a lot, so I just wondered what you thought.
No, Joe Gomez is about a piece of shit when it comes to playing the sport. Or being a defender. We back, baby. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop wrestling promos on Joe Gomez. Yeah, no, he's dog shit. He's garbage. He's not an upgrade on Trent. Defensively, he's not an upgrade on most anybody defensively, I don't think. He had a lot of promise when they bought him, but he's never kind of lived up to those standards, I guess, or to the what everyone thought he was going to be. He doesn't give you anything going forward, so it turns into them being three at the back, which I'll take our insert names of whoever the front three is against Joe Gomez, Ibrahima Konate, and Virgil van Dijk every day of the week. And there's no shield in front of him. Even if Fabinho's there, like, I don't know, just kind of play around him. Henderson's not going to catch up to you, and Thiago can't move.
Yeah. Well, I think Fabinho's the one who can't move at the moment. His legs are...
Neither. Can any of them? Can any of them actually move? Have we seen evidence?
Yeah.
What's the vibes amongst the Shady Gang, Crunk, about confidence going into this?
We're kind of split in half. Half of us are like, I'm out of 10. I said I'm a 3. I'm not worried about this match. Okay. I understand it's in Anfield. I understand we have to worry about how loud the crowd is, all the red. It's, it confuses us.
Have you seen how big the flags are?
The biggest in all the area. At least that's what they say. But there's only so much noise can carry. As long as City plays their game, they take their time. They slowly take the air out of the building. I'm hoping to see some Anfield children, maybe even grown men crying. Like, all I need to see is just one or two, and just put that in slow motion. That's all we need.
Yes. Do you think they're quite fragile at the moment?
Big time.
Well, I guess across the club, I'm thinking of the players and the fans. Pretty fragile.
Yeah.
Well, they've always been pretty fragile, but now they Klopp throwing gasoline on the situation isn't helping. So I think they need this win, like absolutely need this win, which I feel like if they lose, just makes the situation way worse for them, which I'm here for. Yeah,
I'm very excited to see what happens with the crowd because they'll be loud for the first like 5-10 minutes, I think. And this has happened a few times in recent years where Anfield magic or whatever, all the loudness and all that's supposed to be the thing that makes Anfield like impossible to win at. That tends to go away if things don't go their way. I mean, that place turns into a library. We were talking to Asan the other day about it, and he said the same thing. It sounds like the Emirates, where if things don't start going their way, they'll quiet down or they'll be negative. I think as long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, you can take Anfield and the cop and everything else out of it pretty quick, and then it's just cruising. Because I honestly don't know. I don't know who in that team slows down our possession. You know what I mean? Like who's going to be the one that like does something when they don't have the ball that gets Anfield up and going again if things go down?
I think it's been Luis Diaz in recent times since the
Unlucky.
yeah, he's gonna miss out, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think I saw something from Brian in the chat. It's either going to be a blowout or a draw. So I'm hearing this quite a bit, and somebody I think I heard this from was Charlie from your show, Crunk,
Mhm.
who said he's not worried about us losing. He's just worried about whether we might actually drop points. Like he's the worst case scenario who thinks a draw. Maybe was I right in hearing that?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. He said
Yeah.
that's the worst case scenario. There's no alternative reality where City lose this match. He is just worried about City drawing, not taking advantage of the situation.
That's an 11 out of 10 jinx right there.
Well, this whole thing,
Yeah,
probably
even doing this pre-game victory lap, all stupid.
Oh shoot!
See, and the asshole in me is just like, it's either a blowout or a draw. That's, I mean, what is that? That's 66% of the things that could happen are a loss. So, I mean, not really that solid of a guess, is it?
You don't think that's high level analysis?
That's noisy pod levels of analysis,
yeah.
honestly.
That's the level you're at here, man.
Yeah. There's 3 options. It can only be 2 of them. Yeah,
Go ahead, Joe.
No, you go.
No, it's these games have been really tight. If you can remember, I think last season they were both 2-2 draws. Is that correct? I think.
Pull it up.
But they are just not what they were. So I actually agree with that. It could be a blowout if City are on it. My only fear is that City turn up and we're really sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we're just not at it. If they're just a little bit better than they were, against Arsenal, and we're not, they could edge it. But if we play at our full potential, we should win this comfortably.
Yeah. So both Premier League matches last year, 2-2 draws. We lost 3-2 in the FA Cup and then 3-1 in the Community Shield. Last victory over them, February 7th of 2021. That was the 4-1 at Anfield. Yeah,
still counts.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I look at how many people are out for them, and it really is tough for me. Like, I'm not giving them an easy out here, but like how thin that squad was coming into the season, and then all the injuries that have happened recently.
Yeah,
I just don't see where it comes from. Like, I don't see where it comes from to go 90 minutes against us. I'm never that confident going into this match, but I just don't. I'm staring at the faces right now, and like I just don't see who stops us. I don't. There's nobody in that midfield that bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
Up front, I think Bobby Firmino we can probably handle. Like Jota scares me lately. Well, he's hasn't had to play the full match. He's been a sub. Jota worries me just because he's good. I should be more worried about Salah than I am, but I think the Rangers match was kind of an anomaly. If you look at the rest of his season, that's not the guy he is this year. He showed up against Rangers and played the role of Robert Lewandowski, and that ain't him. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, I think we're gonna really. I think if this was a draw, I think I'd be pretty busted up about it because I feel like we should put a bunch past these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's saying they would take a draw right now just because of it would maintain the distance between us and Liverpool, and I'm going, there's no way, not in current form. You definitely play the match. You definitely take your chances with the way things are going. You're not probably going to get a better chance to beat them at Anfield.
And I'm not worried about the distance between us and Liverpool. I want to catch Arsenal.
Exactly. Yeah. So no, I wouldn't be taking a point at the moment. I would. I like our chances in this one. So, on that note, let's say thank you to Crunk for joining us as always, brother.
Thanks, dude.
Always great to see you, mate.
Yep. Cheers.
Take care, bro.
Side of the gang for us.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
All right, see you, bud.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, there goes Crunk. Oh,
Iowa, I think. Pretty
he's
sure. Pretty sure he's a middle of the country guy, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's Iowa. I want to say he's in a weird spot, isn't he? He's up in that area.
Yeah, it's cold there and it's flat.
He'll tell us in the chat.
I think where he's from is cold and flat most of the time.
Yes. Okay. Next we have one of our favorites.
That's a massive shout, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Also looks like a Ginger Wig stan.
True.
I can tell here. Let's bring him on from America's Hat. There's Dickie.
There he is.
What's going on, pal?
All right, lads. How are we?
Mr.
How are we, boys?
Mr. Positive here to keep everything up.
I was going to come on and use the knobheads term that Asan used so eloquently on your pod the other night.
Hey, the shoe fits, mate.
That was a great that was an epic one. We were coming back from a family event up north yesterday, and we were up at 6 a.m, and that kept me awake on the way home. So credit to you. But yeah, shout out to Ginger Wig. Great gear. If anyone's looking for Christmas presents, everything's fantastic.
Yep, it does rule. How you feeling, man?
Alex. How am I feeling?
Yeah.
I'm feeling weirdly optimistic, lads. It's not natural, and that worries me.
See?
Listen, if I'm optimistic, you've got some problems coming up.
True.
I've known City to win at Anfield 3 times in my lifetime, and I'm an old git. I was there in, I think it was 82, 81 or 82, and we beat them 3-1. And we're walking back to the car afterwards, and I'm putting on the broadest Scouse accent I can to try and avoid getting my head kicked in those alleyways behind Anfield Road. But the rest of my life, it's been 4-0, 5-0, 3-0. Till recently, it's not been too bad. But I think Pep's team talk on Sunday is very, very simple. He basically says you can bury these lot. If we win this game today, you not only put them back. I think it's is it five matches that they'd have to make up on us or something like that. And I think
it would be.
We'd go to like 14 points ahead of them or something.
16 points.
Yeah, which I mean, it's crazy early in the season, but I can't see City losing 5 or 6 matches this season and Liverpool going perfect. So I think that's the team talk. He just basically says, look, this is your chance to put them back and to show them who's boss. And how refreshing would it be if our title challenger this year is our little brother Arteta down at the Emirates? You know, like how stress free would that be compared to the Rags or the Dippers?
100%. Well, we've got you, mate. I want to take it back to I think it was Francis who dropped a back 4 in the chat. Who would you go with for City's back 4, mate?
I'd go with Cancelo at left back, so he can get forward and press. Probably a Kanji at right back. The middle 2, any 2 out of the other fit 3, doesn't really bother me. I think Laporte. I think Ake has to play based on form. He's been fantastic. He loses nothing in the air, and if they're playing Nunez, then I think he's going to be the strongest in the air against Nunez. So if he plays, then I suppose you're playing Diaz as the right footer. But I think, I mean, there's been talk about playing Cancelo at right back and then having Ake or Laporte at left back. But I think the way you beat Liverpool is to press on their right back, whether that's Trent, who's going to be injured, or Gomez. Mm-hmm. And I think if you've got Cancelo up there with either Phil or
Jackie
or left side for us, I think if you can double up on whoever the left back is, and Erling Haaland, has his usual orbit of 3 defenders around him on the edge of the box, and I think you leave an awful lot of space for the likes of Kevin to bang them in or to sort of play those through balls. I think that that's how you beat Liverpool. I think you go through that way, and even if Van Dijk, there's been a lot of talk about Van Dijk. You know, this is his opportunity to shut Haaland down. I saw some headlines on Twitter this week, which obviously I didn't click because they want Liverpool fans to click on it. So, hey, oh yeah, yo, this guy's crap. You know, Van Dijk's going to do him. Like, so yeah, I think the key to it. I'd actually play Bernardo on the right and Phil on the left, as much as I think Jack has done well recently, because I think if you play Bernardo on the right of the front three, that lets Gundogan come in. So you've got a middle three of Rodri, Gundogan, and Kevin, and they're just going to possess the crap out of that match. If you've got those three in the middle with Bernardo dropping back to do the same. And I think that would give us a little bit more control of it. But there's a good argument for playing Jack on the left, Phil on the right, and not playing Gundogan either. I think either way, we look strong going into this. Their midfield's been poor, really has. But you know, you can't take it for granted. I'm sounding way more optimistic than I usually do, boys. I know, which means we're going to get beat 4-0, doesn't it?
There he is. He's back. Yeah, I think.
Go ahead, Joe.
The only reason I say no Gundogan on this is I think you just put as many legs on at the beginning of this match as you can. I don't think they can keep up with us. You mentioned Nunez. I completely forgot he was there. It's crazy to me that he's not guaranteed to start in this. If you look at the money that was spent on him, all the hype around him, he was supposed to be the guy, all that kind of stuff. For him to not be kind of guaranteed still is such a weird thing. But yeah, I think you go a midfield of Kevin and Bernardo, and then Jack, Phil, Haaland up front.
Yeah,
I just don't know if they can run with that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, Bernardo, you know damn well when you look at the stats come the end of the game, you know Bernardo's going to have run more than anybody else on that pitch, while holding his cup of tea. So, and I can see, I think, and some of the other pods this week, I'm not sure if you guys did or not, but there was people talking about how the way we set up for Southampton last week, almost playing a double pivot with Bernie sitting deeper alongside Rodri, might have been a bit of a dress rehearsal, if you like, for this weekend, because you can strangle possession in the Liverpool midfield, and then release. If we can sort of get the possession down the wings and get the ball in there, I think there's a good shout for us to win quite comfortably if we can do that. But first 15 minutes is key. Just keep them quiet, take the crowd out of it, possess the crap out of the match, and I think that's key.
I've been saying, like, historically in this match, Bernardo is one of the first names on the team sheet in the midfield because of the way Liverpool press so much. But what I'm being told is that Liverpool don't press as much anymore, or they're not a pressing team anymore. So that might encourage me to believe that you could get away with Bernardo on the right wing and Gundogan in the middle. You could obviously gives you the opportunity to just change it if it's not working, and there is pressure on Rodri in the middle. You could move Bernardo inside, yeah, I'm always a believer that against Liverpool at Anfield, you want Bernardo in the middle, just like he was against Southampton. And particularly, I guess if they don't have the legs in midfield that they used to, then even more so. So yeah, I think play.
And Gundo played the whole match in Copenhagen, didn't he?
So yep, sorry. Quite telling. That triggered my thought, and I forgot to say it. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So I think you're right. But I mean, you can make a case for it either way. But I'm perfectly happy if we've got Bernie, Rodri, and Kevin as the middle three, and then the lads up front. I think that might make things a little bit spicy.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Oh my God, I just had the visual of, earlier you said like Haaland. He always has three defenders orbiting him. I just have this visual of there's going to be a moment where it's a ball in the air in the box, and Erling Haaland runs in, heads it and absolutely destroys Virgil van Dijk. And ball could go over the net, ball could go in. I don't care. It could even be a foul on Haaland. I don't care. But just the kind of like the stamp that would put down of like, oh, okay, this is a different type of dude. Van Dijk's finished. Like just a Norwegian wrecking ball running in and wiping out Virgil van Dijk. Oh,
yeah, but that's, I mean, but that's what happens when we go out and ruin the transfer market by spending 300 million on Haaland, isn't it? Because
True.
that's evidently what we did according to Klopp this week.
Well, it's just not fair that a club like City can show up and spend 900 million on Erling Haaland, and then 100 million on every midfielder we have, and then which is that's the funniest one I've seen. The Haaland stuff is funny, but I've seen people on Twitter say that we bought like 3 or 4 100 million pound midfielders, and we didn't even buy one of those. One of them we paid 50 for, and we got laughed at by the entire English media. And all he's done is become maybe the greatest midfielder the league's ever seen, potentially the best all-around player on the planet right now. But the fuck do we know? Yeah.
And it's convenient that the media also neglects to mention how much money we've got for players that we've sold on through the Football Academy, that has basically given us the net spend trophy this year, isn't it? I mean, to bring in the players that we did in that last transfer window, and I think our net spend is either plus 12 or minus 12 million, something like that. I mean, peanuts either which way. I know, right? Like I've got the full kit thing to go with it too. But yeah, that doesn't get talked about because that doesn't fit the narrative, right? Like it's all about big spending City, and how much of this is dirty oil money versus good clean American money, and obviously American owners are fantastic for the Premier League, as we've seen. Well, no, I mean, there's that many American owners now, and I know this is an American podcast, so no offense to any of you lot, but how long is it until there's a majority of them and they try and force an end to relegation? And because that is not how American sports works. I think that's a discussion that's going to come up in the next couple of years or so, because I think there's 11 or 12 clubs that have got American owners, and the thought of suffering a relegation. I mean, the big guys aren't going to do that probably, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on in terms of an agenda because I think you need 14 clubs or something like that to force change, and I think we're up at 11 or 12. So you're pretty close to that.
I thought it was a closed shop before. Just wait until the Americans get hold of it. They will close it right up.
It does suck. Like I really can't, and it's a fight that people over here have constantly, especially regarding MLS and everything, is that there's a big push from a lot of fans that America should start leaning more into pro rel, at least in this sport, right? It's not going to happen in other sports, and that's fine. It shouldn't. But it's wild to me that American owners go over and buy teams over there, and then are like, I have an idea. This thing you guys have been doing forever, let's stop that, right? Let's just make it so only us get the money, no matter what. Like because even their own fans aren't going to be like, yes, let's do that. If Khaldoon came out and was like, we want to get rid of promotion relegation, I imagine most City fans would be like, absolutely not. Without promotion relegation, we're literally not here. Like we didn't get to come back. None of this happened. Like some of the greatest moments in the club's history don't exist. And you block other clubs from ever having moments like that.
Yeah.
And it's just a weird
reaction.
thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just so weird to me that I get it's a business and blah blah blah, but it's extremely frustrating to think that like it's people that sound like me that are showing up over there because they have a shitload of money.
It was not Manchester City that made this a business. The people who made it a business are the ones that are now crying. A richer person came in and now is dominating their business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
well, that clown at Chelsea is probably going to be the first guy to recommend it.
Yeah. He's a piece of work, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, Dickie Bitters, this has been an honor. Thank you so much, pal.
My pleasure, lads. All right.
Thanks for interacting with us, mate.
Apologies for being so optimistic, and I hope I don't end up with egg on my face on Sunday.
If you do, at least I'll knock it back down to earth. You know what I mean?
I'll come back. I'll come back on for the away derby just to level it up.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Speak soon.
Later,
There
buddy.
he goes. There goes
Hell yeah.
Vicky Bitters. Quality.
You want to hit some people in the chat real quick before we get to our next caller? I do see we've got someone that's been
for our next call. We will make this very quick. Did you see anything you wanted to get to?
It's been busy. Let me look.
Yeah.
That's a valid question. It's only partially home shopping network show for him. Let's see here. Kevin's got some great news here. I do think this means we'll win. He's at a hotel and the shower curtains are brand name Manchester Mills. I mean, that's
to your bookies.
This is a thing.
Oh yeah.
Bruce Campbell, Mara's my guy. What's your guys' expectation of how his season's going to go this year? I think he'll come good. Here's so much Mara slander these days. Thoughts? I think you and me we're not in two very different camps, but I think we fall on different sides of the fence maybe on Mahrez, especially right now.
Probably not.
No?
Wouldn't we both say he's an out of form player who needs to improve, and Pep has said as much, and we both believe he will return to form?
I hope he will. I don't know that he will.
Okay. Then maybe we do differ, because I think he will. He's too good.
Currently
not great. Not great. Currently doesn't deserve to get starting minutes, probably. And is less impactful, I think, from the bench as anybody, because he's a very one-paced player. Do I think we have too many Riyad Mahrez types in the team? Probably, and we could do with a different option on the right wing.
Yep.
But it's not a knock on Riyad himself. I think he's a top class player. I think he's not fit in well with our attempts to bring Haaland in as the focal point.
Yeah.
But I suspect he's too good to stay in an ineffective form for the whole season. I think he'll come back.
Do you think I'm not sure how many years he has left on his contract. Do you think he sees out the entirety of his contract? Or do you think there's any chance that if this form doesn't come back, that City have a real issue on their hands of, do we continue to pay him? He's getting up there in age. He is a not only one pace, but one position player.
True.
You can't put him, anywhere
that,
else.
And we agree on that completely.
Do you think there should be any, I don't know, fear on his part of, if form doesn't come back, he could be out of here at the end of the year?
What's fear? You go play for PSG?
Yeah, well, I mean, kind of. They're kind of a shit show right now.
No, he might be suffering from the "I just got paid" syndrome as well, because he did just get paid. I think he should fear that he's too much like Cole Palmer, too much like what Bernardo Silva does on the left, too much like what. Well, no, Phil's a different level, but I think he could fear being the odd man out if City decide to get a different profile for the right wing, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was kind of the biggest bomb.
The biggest bombazo.
The biggest kind of question that came through. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to our next caller. Right, where are we at?
All right,
we're
cool.
closing in an hour. Huh? Let's do this.
Here we go. I think our guy is from Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. Let's bring on Nick. What's going on, Nick?
What's up, guys? How are we doing?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Doing great, man. Excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good. You feeling confident?
Yeah. I mean, it's the 7-year curse for Klopp. No.
Yeah.
7 years is the final year, and James Milner is number 7. And he's been a bit of a shit show for them this year, so it's all lining up. No.
Yeah, I do believe he's a dud. If they both get bounced out of Liverpool by the end of this year, pretty funny thing.
It just might happen.
Empty-handed too.
What are your plans for tomorrow, Nick?
We're gonna head down to the pub. We're at the Kettle Black downtown Phoenix. The Liverpool bar is about a mile away, so hopefully none of them show up. But yeah, feeling good about for the first time in a long time of going to Anfield and getting a good result tomorrow.
Is this the marquee matchup in world football at the moment?
At the moment, I don't know, because Liverpool are so feels like out of form that they're not even relevant.
Yeah, but in terms of like, I mean, you've seen all the stuff that's happened over the last couple of days, all the media chatter, Klopp winding everybody up. I mean, even though they're out of form, the reputations of these two teams, I mean, outside of Liverpool, they're quite a hated team, I think.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that hate City at the moment. Is it the most juicy, maybe the most juicy tie in world football?
I mean, given the last few years and the back and forth of everything, I think, most people, those are the expectations. Liverpool fans are going to cry about something no matter what happens. Klopp's going to spin his wheel of excuses. So
when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. Don't be afraid of the dark.
Oh man!
Speaking of Liverpool fans,
Howard Hawkin really is a songbird of a generation, isn't he?
Before he went to Liverpool, I like Klopp, but he's soaked up that culture so much. Like, he's just a crybaby about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know that this is the marquee matchup in world football. I think Klopp and the media are desperately trying to make this thing matter more. If I give you an option right now, this to both of you guys, you can sit down and you can watch current City versus current Liverpool or current City versus current Arsenal tomorrow.
Arsenal.
I mean, the match you want to watch is the Arsenal match.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many storylines with that as well, City connection, our
Master versus Apprentice.
Yeah, Pep got bored, so he sent Arteta and some of his own players over there to actually give him a challenge.
Yeah. I think there's some funny memes to be done about that, about like Pep saying something like when we do play Arsenal, saying something about like operate or something about Order 66 or whatever. It's going in there and killing all the younglings.
Love it. Star Warsy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Is there anybody you definitely do or don't want to, or I guess I probably know who you definitely do want to see in the lineup. Is there anybody you definitely don't want to see in the starting lineup?
Probably
City.
Yeah, for City, yeah.
Mahrez hate. The hell?
No, it's just I think
says the guy that for sure would not pick Mahrez tomorrow.
I would not.
No, I think it's just since Holland came, it's like his first year here where he just felt slow to the pace of what we want to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So many. It's like when he first came, so many stepovers and just holding up the game, where it's like, come on, man, pass the ball, let's go. I
will say, I think he's getting a bad review of his performance against Copenhagen away before he got yanked. I thought he was actually really good and kept a really high tempo. You were just talking about tempo there, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I thought he was playing really well and was looking to have a big impact on that game. Outside the penalty miss before he got taken off, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think he took a setback there that could have potentially springboarded his form. But no, carry on.
Sure, he'll get a brace tomorrow now that we're saying this. But
yeah, right.
No, I don't doubt him. It just feels like he's a bit slow to what we want to do. But no, I mean, he's so silky on the ball. Everybody knows he's going to go left. I don't know why it's a difficult thing for defenders, but he's going to cut inside. I feel like we're going to either get a free kick right outside the box or a penalty tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And score one off that. Liverpool just seem like a wounded animal who are going to do desperate things and go in for a tackle they shouldn't. So,
Sterling, I think, statistically has drawn the most penalty kicks in Premier League history. Who's drawing them now? Do you think it's Jack?
I would say probably Kev or Jack.
Yeah.
I think the funniest scenario there would be Phil draws a penalty because they will hate that. They can't stand Phil. And then Holland steps up and buries it.
Oh, yes.
And then just points directly at Klopp. I think would be a funny bit. I think it'd be a funny with Phil on his back, like a little partner. Like, yeah, that's right, dude.
Oh, that'd be fantastic, man.
I'd love that. I was
Why can I not envision Phil drawing a penalty? I think because he's too shifty.
Stays up.
well. He also doesn't go down.
Yeah.
He stays on. He stays
up.
on his feet. I can see Kevin getting one, and I can see maybe Jack getting one. Although, why do I feel like nobody wants to give Jack Grealish a penalty kick?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't that
Also, Anfield might burn if we get a penalty.
Can you imagine?
We don't. I'll say this: we don't have a great record of converting penalties at Anfield. Mahrez skied.
Shout out Riyad Mahrez.
Gundogan skied one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think the boogeyman goes away tomorrow, and
Hell yeah.
hopefully it's Klopp out the door, one of the nails in the coffin.
Hell yes. Love that.
Having that.
Yeah. Give me a scoreline.
We're having it.
Oh yeah,
Let's
I
have
heard 3-1 earlier. I like that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
3-1. Ooh. Don't say maybe 4-1. I mean, we could probably score 4, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 4-1.
Holland, the human cheat code. You know he's gonna get.
Yeah.
Let's have a
yes.
look. Let's have a look at that. Get a bit closer. What have we got there? What have we got?
Yeah, really push it against the glass. Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Is that the contra
is
code?
brilliant.
Yeah, it's the Contra Konami code.
Good bit.
Love it. All right, Nick, thank you so
All
much,
right.
man. Say hi to everybody in Phoenix for us.
Will do.
Have a great time at the
Will.
pub. I hope
Thanks,
we win
guys.
for you. Hope it's a
Absolutely.
great day.
Take
All
care,
right,
pal.
Sancha. Cheers.
Thanks for your support, man. See you soon. Bye.
Go.
There he goes. There goes
Boom.
Nick from Phoenix. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How you feeling, bro? You want to talk for a minute and see if we get one more caller on?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take one more call if you're out there and you'd like to jump on and talk about Liverpool with us. We probably should. We've talked a lot about them.
Mm-hmm.
Would love somebody to come in and talk about maybe City's 11.
What do you want to see if at the fullback positions? Do we even do fullbacks? Do we do that thing that we've been doing where it's like Cancelo kind of goes wherever he wants and it's just the backs that are there? Yeah.
I want to talk about how we surround Joe Gomez with just too much Portuguese excellence, and he crumbles.
You could put a scarecrow, a shoebox, and Jack Grealish around Joe Gomez, and he wouldn't know what to do.
No, I really do think. I mean, and hopefully I'm not stealing any callers' thunder here, but I think if you put Cancelo as your nominal left fullback, and it's really 3 at the back with Ake over there, I feel okay that Ake can, for the most part, handle Mohamed Salah. You know, it's tough to be flawless against Salah. He's really, really good.
Yeah. But
Ake, I think, is probably our best shout with Laporte. Having struggled against Salah in previous matches, I like and not being fully fit yet. Maybe I like Ake there, but looks like we have magically drawn a guest.
We conjured him,
this
dude.
chapter, yeah. So, all right, let us bring on our mate Veta. Here he comes.
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
what's up, pal?
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I got a chance to call in back in the summertime. It was Father's Day. You guys were great hosts, and I'm glad that I'm able to get back onto the show.
Yeah,
Our
thanks
pleasure,
for calling.
mate. Our pleasure. We were talking a bit about who to play like at left back and the left side of the defense. Who are you? Who are you thinking back there, pal?
Sergio Gomez incoming.
That's, you know what? That's like the $1 million question, like who to play at left back. I think from a trust standpoint and maybe discipline standpoint, try to be less like risk adverse. I'd say Ake. I'm leaning towards Ake on that left-hand side. I mean, I know we can get amazing creativity if Cancelo actually plays over there, and we have the flexibility and versatility of Akanji who could play on the right-hand side. But I think Ake on that left he can stay disciplined. We know what Salah's going to be causing us all game long, and then let Cancelo go and cook on that right-hand side. Let him have that freedom and not worry about Salah being behind him and causing all kind of problems.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. That's a good thought. The reason I'm in favor of Cancelo on the left is because he's so good attacking wise, and I don't see Salah tracking back to help Gomez. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I think if Bernardo is in the midfield, he and Cancelo have such a good understanding that whoever plays left wing, I think it'll probably be Grealish. But I just think they're going to run circles around Gomez, mate. And it's going to leave the passing lanes to get the ball into Haaland wide open. I'm looking at like 1 or 2 Haaland tap-ins coming from that left side, a ball in from that left side.
Oh, say it slow.
Say it again.
Van Dijk doing his best Liam Gallagher impression. But what do you think about Bernardo? Bernardo's role in this? He's typically played in the middle at Anfield to sort of help us get out and sort of be press resistant, because Liverpool play that high energy, you know, what do we call it? Mouth of the wolf in the midfield. They try to swallow you up and counterattack. Do you think because maybe they don't press as much as they used to, that he's not needed in the middle and he can go play the right wing? Or where would you put Bernardo?
Yeah, this is the thing that's crazy, where, you know, we try to think like Pep, or we trying to think if we were managers, and I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but platinums are starting to come into my beard because I'm stressing out over here.
That's why I have the hat
on. Covering it up, yeah. If they're pressing us, I think it's mostly going to be done because they're going to play that high line. I think they don't really have the legs like they used to, but I think they're going to kind of compress the field with shortening the gap between their forwards and their defense and really press. But Silva, whether he's dropping back to provide support and maybe being an outlet for Rodri or the back line, or getting a free role, because we see him sometimes he's playing on left wing, playing on right wing, and he started the match in the midfield. Like I think he's going to play that role early in the game. Like we're going to see what kind of pressure they're going to apply, and he's going to be supportive that way. But I think when the game gets going and Liverpool kind of lose their legs a little bit, I think we'll see him have more of a freedom role. Yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully they didn't travel. I know they're home, but hopefully they didn't travel with the inhalers and they lose the lungs a little bit. But
love it.
It's gonna be one of those where I think it's just the versatility that we're gonna hope from our club.
Joey loves a conspiracy theory, by the way. He loves an inhaler chat. Yeah.
Well, I don't love them like just like when I'm just normal hanging around, but you know, if I munch, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I hear you.
If I
look at this. Look at this guy.
He's doing wipes and everything. Yeah,
this guy's a pro.
If I eat some vitamins, I mean, I'll start believing all kinds of things. I don't know, man. Maybe, who knows? I wasn't there.
All right, we'll throw a question to you, Veta, that we asked earlier. Joey asked it. It's a great question. Would you rather watch this game, or would you rather watch City play Arsenal, just for the entertainment value?
Would I rather watch this game or rather watch us play Liverpool?
Yeah,
Arsenal?
I was arguing that this is the marquee matchup in football at the moment. City versus Liverpool, the two biggest, you know, or most successful English clubs of the moment.
I'll stop you right there.
Right.
It is Liverpool. Like,
okay.
If there's two matches, it's Liverpool, and the reason why it's Liverpool is they've been a thorn in our side. They've been a bother. I mean, I'm sure it's no different with you guys, with some of your circle of friends that are Liverpool fans, but my friends aren't calm. My friends are not calm Liverpool fans at all. They let me hear it as often as they can. And there's not many opportunities that we get a chance to play Liverpool in the state that they're in.
Yeah.
You know, they're stumbling a little bit, and I'm not extending a hand to help them up. I want to knock them back down. And this is the match for it. Nothing would please me more. Nothing would please me more if we got a reaction similar to what happened against United. If we were playing at that level, right? If we were playing at that level, and had them have their fans react the way that they did, and see them walking out of Anfield,
Yes.
oh, I would. That's what I'm
We're
here
talking.
for.
We're talking aerial shot over Anfield.
Yeah.
Multiple drones.
Yeah.
Seeing them walk out alone.
They're just leaving. It's taking the tires off their own cars for once.
I would love it.
That is brilliant. I would love to see that.
We can't. We're not. We can't be that lucky, right? To be blessed twice.
I know. Yeah, we're asking a lot. We're all asking a lot, but that would be the dream.
If there is a just and loving God, it does seem like that's one of the funniest bits he could do. Of like, you thought the United one was funny? Boy, have I got one for you. We're gonna do it at Anfield, baby.
If Celsius did Sundays, that would be a Celsius Sunday.
What are you doing?
I like how he did that. like you're in the room together.
Do you enjoy
He's on the other side of this window. That's not what they're called. You know it. You know it's not what they're called.
Hey, listen, this has been great. Vator Games. How can people get at you, brother?
Hey, it's just like the name reads. It's Vator, VATOR Games, and I'm on Twitter. It's Vator Games TV on YouTube. If you're kind enough to hit me with a sub or check out a show in the future, thank you very much. But I love your show. I catch you guys on Twitter often, and I'm one listening, and I love the American twist to it. I'm over here in Toronto, so I love it.
Toronto. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Thanks
appreciate
for having
it.
me, guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. We appreciate
Enjoy
you.
the day tomorrow.
Take
All right, Tara, mate. There he goes.
Big Vader guy.
Oh, same.
I want to say the first time he called, I want to say he was like in his car.
I think you're right.
I think I remember.
Yeah, I think you're right.
See?
Yeah.
Steel trap.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well,
whew. I think that's it, huh? I think he's a good one to round out on.
he is. I tell you what, why don't we just blast through any final comments?
Okay.
So that we're not ignoring the chat, because the chat play a big role in this thing.
Yep. Thanks so much, everybody stuck around this far too. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video. If you're watching on Twitter, like it and retweet it. You know, subscribe to the YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff you're supposed to say.
So Scott says Dickie loves a bit of Dickie Bitters.
Who doesn't?
So do we.
Go back
Barney.
to his name. What's his last name?
Balls over.
I'll put my balls over your nose, dude.
Credit. Big credit.
Shout out, Scott. Great profile pic.
Barney's banter is in the chat. Hello. Rip Barney, the best dog of all time.
True. It's a good dog.
Let's see.
Scott didn't deserve that.
Kyle wants us to rate the cuisines at some point.
We need an international break, I think, for that.
Yeah. We will throw that on One Chop's wheel.
True. Yeah. So we've got just so people know like what topics are on the wheel. We'll add cuisines to it. Also, the Russia-Ukraine thing is going to be on there, and then upcoming midterm elections and our thoughts on them.
Second Amendment will be on there.
First Amendment.
Yeah. Brianna, thanks for all your comments today. This was her final one. Is Liverpool still our main challenger this season? In my opinion, it may depend on this game result. I think we've said we can put a nail in their coffin.
Mm-hmm.
They may already be out of it because they just don't look right. Something isn't right there. They're already having some injury issues, confidence issues.
Managers having a meltdown.
Their main guys having a meltdown in the press. It's hard to see where they're going to get it all, as far down as they are now, get it all back together so well.
Yeah.
that they'll make enough of a charge. So I'm gonna say very unlikely.
He really did he sucks. You know that? Klopp?
Kloppo.
Yeah, he sucks, man. Just like as a dude.
Yeah, he's the anti-Pep.
He's such a sore loser.
Yep, Pep complains after he wins,
Mhm.
which brings a legitimacy to his complaint. You know,
Mhm.
it can never be seen as sour grapes because he just won, so he's not sour about losing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the timing of what Klopp says. I mean, he fought. I wonder if he sometimes regrets getting sucked in by a question, because I almost
Like
feel
way
like
later.
yeah, like I shouldn't have said that. They tempted me with that question,
Yeah.
you know, and I answered it honestly, and I shouldn't have. I should have just avoided it. Do you know what I mean?
My own brain does that to me.
Yeah, I think we all do that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you get so fired up, that eventually Daemon Targaryen chops your head off. Do you know what
Spoilers.
I mean? I didn't say whose head he chopped off.
I don't even know who this guy is. Doesn't Daemon Targaryen play point guard in the NBA?
Probably.
He's Armenian.
Damon Stoudemire.
Oh, okay.
That's
an old one.
What's up to Tyler? 3 at the back incoming. I think very much so. Maybe because Cancelo will be so high.
Yeah. Hey, go Guardians, dude.
That's right. Go Guardians. Ellie, Cancelo left back easy. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
probably.
In the
Can we figure out who's the right back then? Diaz? Akanji?
No, it's Akanji in it.
Okay.
As the nominal right back, yeah. Tyler's gone for Arsenal versus City in the biggest matchup in the world football at the moment. Ellie, I guess, is kind of agreeing.
Yeah.
Get this guy a Team Mauve t-shirt.
That
was for Veta, who
like scrote that.
Who went for Liverpool in the biggest matchup. Let's see. Brianna went for Liverpool in that. She wants 5 goals minimum.
What did I think I said 5-2 the other day.
Did you?
I think I did.
Oh, love it. Love it. Basketball game.
I quit listening to our show after the Howard Hawkins song.
Yeah. What's up to Renee? Let's see. Great show. Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Yes, Alex, the sponsor of the show, Gingerwig and Celsius. So much. So much.
I'm pretty sure if I drank a Celsius, my heart would explode.
Yeah. Paul loves the honorary member Hockin. I tell you what, Hockin is such a good sport. One of the nicest guys I've ever met. Spent some time with him in Manchester. You should all spend some time with Howard Hockin because
go find him.
Absolute gentleman.
He'd like
Absolute
that
gentleman.
if you found him and just said, "What's poppin' Hawkin" to him on the street.
Yes. Tyler, yes, we will see you at Two Brothers, mate. That's gonna be great.
That's an early one for him. God bless him.
Result prediction from John Snore. I went with I think 4-1.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold 5-2.
Yeah, big scores. Big scores.
Either way, I think we score a bunch.
I can see it if form holds, mate. They are so crap at the back. Yeah. There you go. Ghost orb on Joey's wall. Oh, I see it.
Fuck, you know,
I see it. You've got like a lamp that's reflecting onto the wall.
Guys, I'm not high. Okay. I'm not high.
What's up to Freya? Come on, City. Absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And there you go. Thanks everybody for watching.
Boom. Yeah, that's been the show, huh? Thanks so much, everyone, for watching the show. If you haven't already, like I said earlier, just make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to find us on Twitter, @NoisyPod, we are very active over there. And it's always a lot of fun. Podcast is on like every single podcast app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio,
Google Play.
Yep. I think you can ask your Alexa to just play it and it will.
The podcast's way better than this.
Yeah, Podbean, however, can do one forever.
Oh yeah, Podbean.
Podbean sucks. Yeah. Twitter, podcast. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review on whatever app you decide to use.
Give the video a like.
Yeah, drop a like, elbow drop off the top rope on the ring the bell thing. If you want to support the show, go to noisypod.com. You can go buy some swag, shirts, mugs, phone cases.
I mean, we joked
books with our faces on it.
We joked about, the sponsors of Celsius and Gingerwig, but in reality, the truth is, this show is brought to you by literally you.
Yeah.
So all of you Patreons that donate to our Patreon account is so appreciated. And if you'd like to do that, you could just do $1 a month.
Yeah, for as little as $1 a month, you can go to patreon.com/noisypod and support the show. If you think what we do is worth $1 a month, head on over there, patreon.com/noisypod, and you can join up that. We don't have sponsors anymore, except for you guys, which is kind of, I don't know, I kind of prefer. It is nice that we don't have to. We don't have to read anything that's like corporate or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. Having fresh razors to shave my balls with sent to the house all the time. Pretty funny bit. That was fun, but it is nice. It's just you guys. It's cool. So thank you so much for everybody that already does that. I think that's it. So we're still doing fine. We've got
Come on, City.
12, 18 hours. 18 hours until the match. We're gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Everyone just calm down and it'll be good. So until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and ta-ra.
Ta-ra, thanks.